Hello, good evening, all my beautiful people. It is a amazing night here in Dubai, and I am in my PJs, so please do excuse the attire. I just had a quick thought for an idea for a heart-to-heart, a little bit of story time of something that happened quite recently, an experience that I had, and I just wanted to share it with you guys. Essentially, what I want to talk about today is body dysmorphia in the fitness industry. And what I want to get into exactly is a situation that I kind of got myself into with a said unnamed fitness influencer, right? So this is my personal experience, just putting a disclaimer out there. I am not in the fitness industry. I'm just an outsider looking in. I'm very clearly aware that I'm skinny fat, and I embody who I am on the day-to-day, and I love it. Although, continuing to improve each and every day on my physique and mental health. So, I went ahead and I met a few friends at a local lounge area here in Dubai, and we come across a male from San Diego, so he's from the West Coast. So we kind of are doing a little bit of chit-chatting, and he is a very eccentric person. He is super outgoing, a little bit too in your face on occasion, and what I mean by that is he is just hyper focused on what you're saying, and just a very loud personality, if I may. Not the closest to what I would expect a SoCal kind of vibe to be. I do find out later that he's from the Bay Area, so I don't know if that explains anything, but maybe some of you Cali people can give me some feedback there. Can you believe they're doing some construction right now? It is almost 1 a.m. Hold on, let me take this. Let me take this inside. All right. Now, hopefully that is better in terms of the sound. Now, this guy, I don't judge on initial appearance or even personality per se, right? So we go ahead and enter the lounge, and he's pretty cool. So we go ahead and just continue having a conversation and hanging out, as well as with my friends. And the night goes on, we all sort of part our ways. He asks if I would be down to get some local Dubai shawarma, and I really did not want to because it was already pretty late, but I felt bad because he had a flight in the morning, and I said, you know what? It's Dubai, and I'm just traveling and visiting, and I'll just make the most of my night. I'll have a little shawarma, like no big deal. You wanna go hang out? Sure. So we go ahead and we sit down at the local shawarma spot in JVR, and we go ahead and have a bit of a conversation. What the hell? I have no idea who that was at the door, but I will continue my story, and hopefully I pick up where I left off. Now, we sit down, we start having a chat. I'll sort of get to the point a little bit, and the conversation derails into him asking how he sort of stacks up to other relevant fitness influencers or YouTubers. And this guy is not very big. I would tell you he's approximately my size or my height. I want to say like 5'8", 5'9", and you know, I must be the worst at reading red flags because this guy goes off the rails. I go ahead and, you know, I'm trying to understand a little bit more about him, and, you know, just kind of general small talk and so on. And he believes genuinely that he is equivocally as large as some larger names in the industry. I'll just compare him to a C-bum. And this guy is stating that next year he's going to be the same size as X person. First of all, I do not care about any of this. Like, I don't care about what he's talking about. I don't care. I understand his goals, and you know, it's great to have goals and aspirations, and that's wonderful. But at a certain point, you got to be realistic. If you are a Tom Holland, in 1 year's time frame, you're not going to be an Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know what I'm saying? If you're catching my drift here. And I'm just listening to this guy, and I'm absolutely perplexed. And then he goes ahead and divulges information that he had done. And I'm not too keen or familiar with how people take steroids or so on. But he goes ahead and divulges that he had done like a phase or however you want to call it. And man, it must be boggling and messing with his brain. His mind is like a scrambled egg. He's bouncing around with all these ideas. I ask him about meditation, and he just completely just is going around like a ping pong ball. Now coming back to the dysmorphia part, now I told you that he looks at himself as like an extremely big guy. One point of our conversation, it comes down to the point where he says, "Hey bro, you know, you haven't complimented me all night." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, you know, just like man to man, like I would just expect that you would say, you know, "Hey bro, you look big." And I was literally taken back. I was like, I responded and I said, "Why do you need me to validate how you feel about yourself or how you look? Like I'm not out here to tell you, hey bro, you look really good, like fantastic job on your physique." Like that is not something that I'm going to do. You know, you know, where are you from? What do you do? You know, keep it a little more surface level. I just met this guy, right? I'm just trying to be nice. And boy, oh boy, I really can just imagine, and this really was just like a sprinkling, tasting, an inkling of what I'm sure some of these pressures are putting on people who really want to prove themselves in the industry. And now, once again, I'm going to reiterate my disclaimer. I don't know much about this stuff. I'm just giving my personal experience about an instance that had happened to me recently. Now, I said, you know, to this dude, I literally was like, "Hey, look, like, I don't know where this conversation's going. I have to go." And we kind of just left it at that. The energy towards the tail end of the conversation was very, very aggressive. And I was kind of flabbergasted. And it was like his insecurities were speaking so strongly, and I could feel the pain resonating from the words that he was saying. It felt like he was abandoned by everyone he knew to, you know, kind of follow through and approach this dream. I just think that his personality, his extremely aggressive, assertive kind of demeanor is not going to get him to the places he wants to be. And he was name dropping all these names. I didn't particularly know any of them, But long story short, I just want to kind of call out that body dysmorphia in the fitness industry is extremely real, and this was just a taste of it, and hopefully I don't come across it ever again. It was very uncomfortable, and I just think that when you're in the health and wellness space, everyone is building each other's up, as well as you're working on not only your physique, but you're working on your mind, you're working on your inner state. You know, there's lots of other things that kind of come along with the gym going lifestyle. And I really hope and wish the best for this guy, and hope he gets some help. And if you are out there and you are looking at yourself in the mirror and you're feeling some type of way about how you look and feel, you have to just realize at the end of the day, what you're doing is for yourself, and the external perception is all just ego at the end of the day. And don't let that affect you to that extent that the pressures would push you into doing something that would just scramble your brain, or make you this type of guy or person that I just talked about. I hope this gave you a little bit of insight. I just really the first time I experienced something like this, and if there's any takeaways, I hope it helps whoever is out there that sees this. Peace, love, talk to you all soon, and hope you guys are liking these, and I hope I'm getting better at making them. And tomorrow I am on a flight out of Dubai, so it will be my last day here. If you haven't seen the vlogs, please do go check them out, and like, subscribe, leave a comment. I love you guys. Have an amazing night. I'm gonna get some rest finally. Take care, and goodbye.